Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the moving platform here at Epcot for Flower and Garden Festival, one of my favorite festivals of the year. I know everybody talks about food and wine, and food and wine, food and wine, food and wine. For me, flower and garden, man. Because, yeah, they got the food, but it also has the topiaries. It's got all the flowers. It's got everything to do. It has the concert series, which, yeah, food and wine does too, but flower and garden sometimes has better acts. They do this year. They have some really good people this year. But we'll talk about that in a second. But for right now, let's get to exploring. Said it before and I'll say it again. You're not a real festival unless you have a passport. So we just picked up our Flower and Garden Festival passport. Go through this, check out some food. I've been looking at some of the menus online, try and figure out what it is that I want to try and eat today. So we'll try a few things today, but mostly today is going to be all about just kind of a general overview. We're going to go along and just check out the greatest hits. And like it's the Flower and Garden Festival. We will be here quite a few times over the festival. This will not be a one-time thing. So we're going to go through this thing and try and find some good stuff to eat. One of the first things we always do is change out our fuel rod, which I just saw that Universal is doing fuel rod now. There's fuel rods in Universal Studios now, but you have to pay to swap. It's $3 to swap it out. These are still free here at Disney, so I'm hoping that Disney doesn't catch on to that. I know it's not Universal doing it, it's Fuel Rod doing it. So hopefully Universal, or hopefully Disney doesn't jump on the charging to swap like Universal does, because right now it's still unlimited for free at Disney, so hopefully it stays that way. Pretty cool. One of my favorite artists from the Arts Festival is now being featured here at the Art of Disney store at Epcot. So we'll maybe have to come back and check out his art. He does some really cool stuff. I really like his style of art. So this is pretty cool. We got Daisy here by Spaceship Earth this year. Last year it was Donald and Huey, Dewey, and Louie. This year it's Daisy. So the Daisy topiary got a new location this year. Really pretty topiary. I like it better when they put Figment here, but we'll have to see if we can find where our Figment topiary turned up this year, because he usually makes an appearance at all the festivals. We'll have to figure out where he's at this year. So again, with the festivals, these map scavenger hunts have kind of become a big thing. This year, again, it's Spike's Pollination Exploration. This is what it was last year too, but so Spike is back this year. But it is $6.99 for the map, but you get the stickers, and I believe you get a pen at the end of the quest. So you get a little something. You're kind of buying a pen, essentially, but you get the map, and then you make a fun little game out of it, a little scavenger hunt through. It used to be World Showcase, but it looks like it's actually all over the park this year. So that's pretty cool that they've expanded it into Future World this year. But one of these days, I say this every time, I know. One of these years, we're actually going to do one of these so you guys can see what it looks like and see how fun these can be. So last year, Lightning McQueen was featured with Cruz Ramirez because I think Cars 3 was getting ready to come out, if I remember correctly. Maybe not. But this year, it's Mater. He's got Mater with him. Ugh, seeing Mater is making me miss Disneyland. It's making me miss Cars Land. Oh, I want to go back. A topiary that moved to a different location this year is Stitch. They moved him over here to Mission Space. Last year, that was Buzz Lightyear. So we have to see if Buzz got moved somewhere else this year. But for now, Stitch takes over in front of Mission Space. Fitting. I miss Buzz. I think Buzz was a better fit here, though. Okay, so even though it is spring break, 60 minutes is about standard for Test Track. That's not too bad of a wait time. Single rider was actually only 15 minutes. So even though it is spring break, it is apparently a really good day here at Epcot. Here's Buzz. They moved him. They moved him over here by between Test Track over here and Mouse Gear behind us. But they also have Woody moved from over by American Adventure, and Bo Peep as well. She's new this year. So because we have Toy Story 4 coming out this summer. So pretty cool to see Bo Peep out here as a topiary this year. We have festival merchandise. We have a cool like Gardener mini here, plush. They had this last year. But it's different this year. Last year it was green, and it looked more like those over there. But we have a mini watering can, coffee mug, $16.99, not bad for that. And then we have, I think, well, obviously this is like a pitcher of some sort, like iced tea or something. Happiness Blooms from Within. It's got mini on it, and it is the same price as the mug, so $16.99. Got a really cool Turvis back there. And then we've got, oh look. We got flower ears. These are actually really pretty. I ain't gonna lie. Obviously, I'm not a mouse ears person, but these are actually really nice. So it's not festival merchandise, but even Disney knows that their Wi-Fi signal in the park is awful. And of course, with every festival comes a Spirit jersey. They're very popular. They're a thing.
They are.
Which I'm not gonna lie. If they made them one size bigger, I would have bought the Haunted Mansion one. But this one says Garden Party, and it's got Minnie on the back. My mom would like this one. Is it the same cost as they usually are? Let's see. Probably $65.
Birthday today, too?
65. Yep, same price as the others. Yeah, as soon as my mom sees this, she's probably gonna want this. That's cute. Okay, so there's actually two this year. We have another Spirit jersey. This one says, put a little zest in your fest. And there he is. There's our buddy. There's our Figment. Let your imagination grow wild. That's a pretty cool water bottle. I like that water bottle. How much is that? 23 for the water bottle, so not bad. And then we actually have a t-shirt as well. A Figment t-shirt right here. And it is 30. Does it go up to my size? It does. Uh-oh, we might have to actually buy that shirt. The water bottle and the t-shirt are pass holder merchandise. So this is pass holder stuff. The Spirit jersey is not. You can just buy that if you want to. There's also apparently a Figment terracotta mug, which I think is right here. It's pretty cool. It looks like a terracotta pot. It's 17. They've also got Donald, and that one's a pass holder as well. And it is also 17. There is a Figment Magic Band, and it is sold out. So I'm good with my Figment Magic Band, though. I have the Epcot 35 one, but the Magic Band did sell out already, so it is gone. Womp womp. Collector, we do have some pins for Flower and Garden Festival this year. We have a Figment, which has this topiary on it, which is super cool. We have a Minnie, and then we've got Donald with Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Mickey down here, and then we've got some of the princess ones as well. I'm not sure how the price is on those, but I'm noticing something else. Two things here. I'm not a pin collector outside of the ones on my bags, but I love the Kingdom Consoles one, the old video game. That's the old Lion King game that was like impossible to beat. And then on top of that, I am really not a big fan of the mystery boxes because I like to know what I'm getting. But if you can see them, I know there's a glare, but we've got Lilo and Stitch. I love this one. Peter Pan as Captain Hook. Robin Hood, and then the Dalmatians when they got painted to look like Labradors. So these are super cool. I definitely want to try these because I want Peter Pan and Robin Hood. That's really the only two I want, though. Actually is really special because the Penguins movie does come out on Earth Day this year, but if you look closely, this one's not made of greenery. It's made from plastic that has been essentially picked up off of beaches or essentially just litter, and it's recycled into this. Yeah, you can definitely see up top. I'll try to zoom in a little bit here. There's like a ladle, like spatula up on top of the head there. So you can see all these different plastic pieces that went into making this. So it's really kind of a really special topiary this year, because it's all about recycling and showing that this is just wasted plastic that you can find around your house that went into making this beautiful work of art. Well, there's our buddy. He moved him over here, which is fitting because he's over here by the Imagination Pavilion, which is where he should be. I wish there was actually a way to put him closer, but we moved him over here. It's in a good spot. I think him and Daisy actually switched spots from last year, so pretty cool to see Figment always being featured here in the festivals. We have some more merchandise here. We have a Turn Up the Fun Mickey and Friends shirt for the Flower and Garden Festival, and it is 40. And then cool trucker hat. I love this style of hat when I'm not wearing my signature flat cap. I love this style of hat though. It's 28. I would actually wear that hat. I actually like this shirt. I want to see if it comes in my size. Well, it looks like it just goes up to a 2X, this one. So, bummer, because I like that one. And we got actual, ooh, nice. This is a nice Tervis. It is Tervis too, by the way. It is actual Tervis. And it's 35, but it's nice insulated. These feel more like stickers. They're definitely raised off, so I don't know if they'll come off or not, but Pretty nice. And then we've got a t-shirt here. And the t-shirt does go up to my size. It goes up to a 3X. And it is, how much is the shirt? $30. I wish it was this one. I wish that one came in my size, but that's a bummer. So this photographer has the flower and garden frame. So we'll put that picture in for you guys to see right here. One of the prettiest displays every year is right here along the monorail trail, along the water by the Imagination Pavilion. This is such a beautiful picture every year, such a beautiful visual. I wish they would keep this up year round. We even haven't hidden Mickey, but I wish they would keep this up year round because this is just one of the prettiest displays every single year here at the Flower and Garden Festival. Something else that's been happening with all the festivals each time is we get our new pass holder magnets for Festival of the Arts. It was Figment, which is the one I have on my car right now. But we're going to go in here and get our Pluto magnet, and then later we're going to come back and get our Daisy one. The Mickey and Minnie, looks like almost like a Valentine's theme of the Flower Garden, is a photo pass spot. So we got people in line here. We're not going to get this one, but I do want to get a picture of it so I can upload it to the Facebook and the Instagram. If you want to see pictures of all the topiaries, make sure you hit up the Facebook group or the Instagram, and I'll put links to both of those in the video description below. All right, so the photographer behind me has the orange bird magic shot, and it's in front of the display that I just talked about. So we'll put that in for you guys to see right here. So as we head into World Showcase here, first stop is the Citrus Blossom, but it is for naught because the orange cream slushy, this is the drink that comes with the Orange Bird Cup. They are out of the Orange Bird Cup. They ran out this week. Thanks, spring break. You ruin everything. But they are out of them, but they are going to be getting more. So we're just going to have to keep checking back. I'm sure it'll hit online when they get more. But they said they are getting more. But at $4.25, I don't know if that's the cost of with the cup or without. That might be a new menu since they are out of the cups. But if it was $4.25 and you got the cup with that, yeah, no wonder they ran out. It's cute, it's adorable. And it's less than $5, almost $4. So no wonder they ran out of the cups, if that's the price of the drink when it came with the cup. Port this year has 3 different types of poutine, although one of them is the traditional poutine they always have. But they have the beef brisket poutine, which is also, I think, is fairly regular. But the one for the festival is the coffee-rubbed pork poutine, which is barbecue demi-glazed, fire-roasted corn relish, and cheese curds, also known as too much stuff on poutine. Just keep it simple. All right, so starting out our food here in Flower and Garden Festival, we're actually going to start backwards. We're going to start with dessert because I'm going the other way. I'm going to go Canada around to Mexico, go the other way. But we're stopping with dessert first, which is the maple pound cake. It's a maple pound cake with, I didn't even know it had ice cream. It's got ice cream with it. Popcorn? Weird. But it's got some peaches. I remember they had something like this last year and it was delicious. So I'm kind of hoping that this is kind of the same thing this year. Because it was, oh man, I remember it last year. It was so good. We're gonna try and get a bite of everything here and let you guys know how it is. Probably should have gotten a knife, but that's all right. All right, we got some popcorn. Yes, we got some peach. Let's get some ice cream. There we go. Got everything in one bite. All right, so the popcorn's just kind of like a crunch thing. Good, but just kind of a crunch thing. Everything else, oh, it's so good. Oh yeah, this is the same thing from last year. It's so good. Oh, so good. One of my favorite topiaries from last year is back this year. It's the Peter Pan and Captain Hook. I still like it when Peter Pan was up on top of the roof across the way here, but I do like that they brought back Captain Hook and had the battle scene here. So. And back again this year, one of the most popular topiaries at Flower and Garden Festival every year, the Belle and Beast here in the France Pavilion. It's always very popular, as you can see here. They don't, the photo pass is actually beside me here. He usually is right there. So as you can see, the line of people lining up just to get a picture with that topiary. So I'm not really sure why they're in France, but we have 2 new topiaries this year. We have Kermit and Miss Piggy right on the other side over there. So I'll slide over and get some footage of her as well. But how cool is that? Every time we think the Muppets are getting, taken more and more out of Disney, they put it in topiaries. Now after the festival, they just need to move these over to studios by Muppet Vision. All right, we got to get through here pretty quick because as soon as they start stacking them chairs and him getting on top, we won't be able to walk through here. This show is it's cool to watch, but man, it is the worst traffic jam in all of Disney. All right, so we got our food from the smokehouse. And this is the beef brisket burnt ends and smoked pork belly slider. It's got some garlic sausage, chorizo, cheddar fondue, and a homemade pickle on the top. This looks delicious. Can't wait to dive into this. So we have a second Mickey and Minnie topiary here, back here by the smokehouse, which we just talked about the food here. By the way, guys, I found happiness, and you can find it too right there at the smokehouse. But awesome topiary, really pretty colors, and it's sunflowers, which have a special meaning to me and my family because they were my grandmother's favorite flower. So I love this topiary here. So they moved Lady and Tramp across the way here to the water side in Italy. They also added the gondola, which I love. This is such a pretty topiary. It's always one of my favorites. So this is kind of a bummer this year because they moved her, and they cut down the Snow White topiary to just Dopey and Snow White. It used to be all 7 dwarves, and they used to be back in the median back there. It's kind of a bummer that they shrunk them down, but still pretty cool to see them here at Flower and Garden. And this is always a popular topiary because everybody always recreates the Rafiki and Simba pose. So we'll have to wait and see if we see somebody do it. But I can never do it because I'm always by myself. But somebody usually comes along and recreates the picture with Rafiki and Simba. So I didn't talk about it when we passed by it the first time at the American Gardens Theater, but the Garden Rocks series, it used to be called Flower Power. Now it's called Garden Rocks. Has some really cool artists this year. It's Wang Chung Tonight, which is kind of funny because it's the lyrics to their song. But Wang Chung, I believe Janista Young is back, I think this year. Or maybe that's Food and Wine. I'm not really sure. I could look at the schedule is in your passport. So there is your important part of your passport. But the most important thing is, I was really bummed this year when Disney decided to no longer hold the Night of Joy event, which is the Christian music festival, the 2-night event they usually do. This is the first year, or last year was the first year that it didn't get held in September. But they moved 2 of the more popular acts from that festival over the years to the Garden Rock series this year. We got Toby Mac and Stephen Curtis Chapman back to back during a week. So I'm definitely gonna have to come back and check out them, especially Toby Mac, because I was a huge fan of DC Talk and I love what Toby's done since DC Talk. So definitely have to come back and check that out. But there was a lot of cool acts. And I'll actually put a link down in the description so you guys can see the lineup for this year. If you got a trip planned, look at the dates, see who's gonna be playing during your visit. But there's just a lot of really cool acts this year. Some repeat that are usually always here, and then some new people as usual. There's usually always new people. Like I said, Toby Mac and Stephen Curtis Chapman, both new this year. So I'm definitely going to be excited to come back and see them. But let's keep pushing on. We got a few more topiaries to visit, and then we will wrap up here for our first visit at the Epcot Festival of the Flower and Garden Festival. And sadly, we just missed it. They just had the Coco show out here. There's a line to get a picture with him, so maybe we can hop in and get this picture before they close it off. Really cool looking puppet though. Man, that's cool. All right, so we missed his last show of the day, which is a bummer, but hey, we live here. So the cast member there at the show told me what time of day they do it every day. So we will have to come back a day when I'm free, and I will just film that whole show for you guys, because I've seen clips of it and it looks incredible. So I will just have to come back on a day that I can and just film that whole show for you guys. And I promise I will get that on the channel for you guys to see very, very shortly. And making their return back, the Three Caballeros. I love this topiary because I like the Three Caballeros. A very unsung Disney thing that a lot of people just don't really, know about. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of the Moving Platform. Thank you guys for coming along with me here on our first of many visits. This is probably my second favorite Epcot festival, behind Festival of the Holidays. So we will be here. We'll be back multiple times to try more food. We'll also be back to check out some of the Garden Rocks concert series. So keep watching the channel for all of that. All will be coming to you, of course. But check the links down below to all the social media, Facebook group, the Instagram, and also if you're thinking about coming down to Disney, whether it be for Flower and Garden or for the sooner than you think opening of Galaxy's Edge, put my friend Dorothy to work for you. She's an amazing Disney travel planner, Disney expert. She knows what she's doing. Put her to work for your family so you can visit Disney hassle-free, stress-free, and at no cost to you. She'll do all the planning work for you to bring you on the most magical vacation. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, share with your friends and family, and as always, watch your step.